What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Social Sig vlog number 46. It is currently Thursday, January 19th at 10:48 in the afternoon. And, oh my god, this last week was fucking crazy. It was so much fun. I saw a lot of shows this last weekend. I did a podcast with Megs, and we played a sold out show on Tuesday at Cactus Club, which was fucking nuts. Thank you so much if you came. I'll kind of get into each of these a little bit, but I don't want to talk about too much because I feel like I could talk here for like 30 minutes. But yeah, things are going all right. It's been like what is it, Thursday? So I guess it's been a gloomy week. It's just like I feel the winter blues are kind of setting in, and really trying to be aware of my mental health, and just try to be aware of how I'm feeling, especially like after playing like bigger shows like on Tuesday, where it's happened in the past where we'll play like a sold out show and I feel absolutely drained. Like my social battery is just so low, but I also feel like I have an obligation to like talk to everybody. And if like so many people are messaging me at one time, I feel like I gotta like to respond to everyone. And I guess that's just how I always am. But it's okay to not respond to everybody right away. So I don't know. And after this last week too, I guess like the last like 2 days specifically, I've been getting flooded with so many DMs and text messages and just like people hitting me up and like homies hitting me up, and it's all super great. But at the end of the day, I gotta be aware of my mental health and like try to balance everything as best as possible, in the most human way possible. So if I haven't responded to you yet, I'm so sorry. I'm getting there. And just kind of taking some time to myself too, really like slowing down. I guess the last 2 days specifically, I had a podcast scheduled with North Warren today and the Nile Club, which are two bands in Milwaukee, yesterday. And just rescheduled those for further into January here. And work has been picking up too, which has been a little bit stressful, but it's been good. And just like balancing all that. And like I said, just like the weather is just so gloomy and rainy and just kind of like shitty, and just trying to do my best. So being aware of all of that good stuff. But yeah, this last weekend I had so much fun. I saw a show on Thursday night at Bremen Cafe. I caught a band called Phasing. That was their first show, and they were really solid, and it was a fun night. I met this dude named Rios Mio, who I've been in touch with online. He's from like Central Illinois, and he's like an event. He hosts events, and he also is a musician, and seems like he's doing a lot of cool stuff. So it was cool to meet him. Friday I worked, and then Friday night I caught a show at Cactus Club. I saw Clayton and Dwayne. I've had both of them on my podcast, and this other dude named Mellow Child. It was a 3-act bill, and it completely sold out. It was so insane. And Dwayne is a long time homie of mine, so I was so proud to see him up there. He's a alternative rap kind of singer-songwriter, and man, he's been doing his thing forever. Shout out to Dwayne, man. It's been so cool to be like in this like just the music, I guess, scenes. Like he's in a little bit different scene than I am, but it's been cool to just kind of come up together, and we both just like love it so much. So it's always so good to see him when I see him, and this is the biggest show I've seen him play. So I almost brought a tear to my eye when he was up there, and it was so sick too because he brought his guitar up for the last two songs and was like soloing over it. It was so sick. So much love for Dwayne. And then yeah, just so many cool people were at that show. It was just I mentioned it was sold out. I think there was 200 plus people there at the Cactus Club, and it was just such a cool night to be a part of, and saw so many familiar faces. So that was really great. And then Saturday, I can't remember what I did Saturday during the day. The days I feel have just been blurring all together into one. But Saturday night, what the fuck did I do Saturday? I might have like hung out with my girlfriend or something, something pretty chill. But um, oh, what? I can't remember. But Saturday night I went to the Queese Terry album release party. Queese I've had on the podcast as well, and really really nice, great dude, and he just dropped an album, so it was really sweet to celebrate that at a show at Arts at Large was the venue, and then my other buddy Willie. He goes by Whack. He was also on a song on Queese's new album, so Willie performed, aka Whack, and it was his first time performing ever, so it was really special to see him up there doing his thing. And then Saturday night also, I was picking up Max of Diet Light. He hit me up earlier in the day. I was like, "Yo, you want to grab a beer tonight or something?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to this release show if you want to come." And I also won a free ticket with a +1, so I was like, "Yeah, I got +1 if you want to come." So went along with him. That was super fun and chill. And right when I picked him up, I got the confirmation text that Elliot Mags was down to hop on the podcast. And I was just like, holy shit, this is absolutely crazy. Because Megs, if you guys don't know, is like a nationally touring musician. He's like an indie rock alternative artist. And I've heard of his music. Maybe 3 years ago was the first time I heard his music. But he has like millions of streams and just he's doing the damn thing. He's doing his first headlining tour along like the West Coast. Pretty soon here, and it was crazy to get that confirmation that he wanted to hop on the podcast, because I was kind of bothering Andrew, who is the touring guitarist for Mags, and he's Milwaukee based, and this is how that show kind of came together. I think I might have talked about it on the last vlog a little bit, but basically, I've been chatting with him for a while, and just being like, "Yo, if Mags is ever coming through the Midwest, I'd love to hop on a bill and do a show with y'all." And he hit me up about the possibility of doing a show with them, and we got this Cactus Club show for Tuesday. And then I kept kind of following up with Andrew. I was like any word on like if Elliot wants to hop on the podcast, and then. So that was crazy to get that news. And you can watch the podcast. It was Sunday morning, and I was pretty damn excited, but also pretty damn nervous. Like, I had no idea what to expect. I kind of had some questions in my head, but looking back, I'm like, damn, I should have been like a little bit more, I guess, casual. I felt like it was a good interview, but I mean, I was like just so like still in shock that he was like in my apartment. But I don't know, not the whole time, I guess. I was pretty chill for the most part. Um, but just like talking with him, and he's a little bit older, and same with Andrew, and I think that it was just fucking crazy to be completely frank. I guess it was just so wild to sit down and have a conversation with Elliot, who is doing basically everything I want to be doing, and just kind of picking his brain a little bit. And just it was so interesting to hear how he views the music industry, and just how he I guess lives. I don't know, you can check out the podcast. I thought it was really interesting that he mentioned that he might want to try to find like a part-time job, which just to keep himself busy. I felt like that was really interesting, because I do picture myself living fully off music eventually, but also like that's why I want to do the podcast and just do a bunch of different things that I'm into to like separate the sources of income. But also, I don't know what my day would look like if I didn't have a full-time 9 to 5 job at the moment, and I guess filling up those time slots. I feel like I always got to be doing something, so um, it'll be interesting to see how that works out for me, I guess. I could definitely see myself doing something part-time, like for a while, even if music is completely popping, just to get in like, or have somewhat of a routine, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll get there and we'll see when we get there. But so that was way sick. He asked me one question too, and I was like, I wasn't freaking out, but I had so much coffee in my system and not a whole lot of water. I didn't really eat much, and it was like in the morning. And I do all my podcasts at night, so I wasn't on my A game. But yeah, I remember like being on the verge of like getting really, really nervous when he asked me a question, and I'm not gonna say which one, but I was in my head pretty good about that one. About I don't know. I guess I always am in my head about how I can be better, and it's I guess just trying to improve everything. So yeah, it was a good experience, I guess, for the most part. And then so Monday I went to work, was promoting the Cactus Club show, and basically trying to think about everything else I'm working on. I feel like my brain is so mumble jumbled at the moment. Just so many things that I'm working on slash people I'm networking and talking to. Um, and lots of moving pieces with a lot of these upcoming shows. Um, I don't know if I mentioned it already in the beginning. I think I did, but I'm just feeling very like not. I would say like burnt out, but I feel like burnt out is such a strong word. I feel like I just need to slow down a little bit. So, um, the last few days too. Did I mention this? I watched a movie yesterday. I watched Night at the Museum, and today I watched Avatar, and just kind of like chilling out a little bit and taking some time for myself and my mental health, which is very good. And we're getting there. And then I guess Tuesday, we played the sold out show at Cactus Club, which was fucking insane. It sold out at probably like 3 p.m. that day, and just had so many homies I knew that were gonna be there, and the night was just flooded with so much good energy. Probably one of the more craziest shows I've ever played in my life. And it was, I think 180-ish people were there. Cactus Club sold out officially, I think it's 140, but they have extra room for more people apparently, and 180, and it was fucking nuts. So thank you so much, anyone who came. It was such a beautiful night. Um, and like I mentioned before, just really decompressing everything. And I feel like maybe I mentioned this too. I don't want to repeat myself, but after like a big show like that, just really trying to um, navigate and get better at like coming off such a big high and then going back to work the next day. It's just such a contrast and such a weird feeling. Um, where like after exploding on stage and just having so much mutual love and feeling like on top of the world, I guess the come down can be really I guess different. I don't know, for lack of a better term, but um, so yeah, just kind of processing all of that, and but man, that show was so insane. Just so many people were just singing back lyrics, and Mags was there too, which was really crazy. And shout out to Barely Civil for opening up the night. Thank you so much if you bought any merch. And then also just the sea of people just bouncing up and down to all these songs was just unreal. It's yeah, absolutely everything. So thank you so much. Really just means the world, and I want to do this, I guess, like as long as I can. So we're gonna keep it moving, and hopefully one day we'll get to a point when I guess I'm not going to a 9 to 5 job the next morning, but it's cool. So we're working hard at it, and just kind of learning as I go. And what else did I want to talk about? I guess I'm getting dinner with my dad tomorrow morning, which would be nice. Kind of talking over some like LLC stuff. Um, and then also figuring out like some more bank stuff with the LLC. I got the bank account all set up, but I just officially got my first check from Cactus Club, so gotta figure out that, as well as like the merch and then the cash side of merch. And I got a lot of stuff going on in my head about that. And then yeah, man, just balancing it all. So And truthfully, I had to take this video like so many times. I started talking about my week, and I really just like don't know if I have the right words yet for like how explaining this last week was, because it was fucking insane. And so many people reaching out, and I might sound like a broken record because I'm like explaining, or I have explained this many times in like different video takes, because I'm trying to get the perfect one, but also like I just want to have the right words and I don't want to bore anybody. But yeah, it's just been a lot and like overwhelming in a way, but like a good way. I don't want to sound like I'm too like it's too much, but like I'm also being aware of I guess my well-being of everything. It's just like a whole experience, I guess. Um it's wild, man. And just like after a big show like that, so many people, I think I mentioned this, but like DMing like the Social Sig Instagram, and I'm the only one on there, and just responding to people and people telling me to check out their music, and feeling like trying not to feel like a dick if like I say like, yeah, like I'm gonna try to make time, like I'll try to like see someone's music or go to their page and like check them out. And it's, I don't even know if this is making any sense right now, but just trying to make time, man. And I was just talking with my girlfriend about my social battery and just being aware of like giving what I can give, also saving stuff for myself. So, um, yeah, just trying to do my best, I guess. So, um, then this next weekend, I am going to, well, tomorrow, it's actually really exciting. I'm going to a Mondo Lucha event at the Cooperage, which is like a masked wrestling kind of thing. And that's going to be fucking insane. I don't really know what to expect. It's going to be super fun. And then Saturday is the Scam Likely album release show, so gonna go to that. It's sold out, and shout out Mark from the Paps Theater Group for getting me and my girlfriend in, because it is sold out. But I was gonna buy tickets, and he's always like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you. Let me know if you ever want to go to a show," kind of thing. So super excited for that. That's gonna be nuts. And then on Sunday, I don't know if I'm doing anything Sunday. Yeah, probably just decompressing a little bit more. So taking things day by day, and trying to, yeah, keep it moving, I guess. Um, yeah, I think I talked about everything I want to talk about. Oh, also, our next show is at the Cooperage on January 28th. It's going to be so much fun. It's with Wonderful Bluffer, Stone Theory, and Social Sig. So it's going to be so much fun. It's 21 plus, and I think I had some people message me saying they already bought tickets and they're not 21. So I just had them update the Eventbrite flyer today that it is 21 plus. But anywho, it's going to be so much fun, and really looking forward to that show. And then tentatively, I got scheduled a bunch of shows coming up for the spring here, and I'm going to be announcing those pretty shortly. So stay tuned for a lot of those. Really excited. And yeah, just trying to work on some new music too. I feel like things are just moving so fast, but in such a good direction. Just so much momentum right now. And really trying to plan a lot of festivals for the summer, and just trying not to overdo myself with work and my other like passion, I guess, with Social Sig, and just trying to balance it all, like I mentioned. But all right. I didn't know that this vlog was going to be so long, but I'm glad I got it down, because, as I mentioned, I tried to do a bunch of different takes, and I didn't like anything I was really saying, or I just didn't have the right words. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Love you. Bye.